Graduands of African Centre for Leadership, Strategy and Development, School of Leadership have called for the establishment of clinics in all schools and communities in the country to promote menstrual hygiene. The graduates of Group 2, Set 18 of the centre made the call while distributing sanitary materials to young girls in Junior Secondary School Jabi 1 in Abuja. The graduates, also referred to as the Global Asset, said that the distribution, which is part of their community service project, was to commemorate the 2023 Menstrual Hygiene Day observed annually on May 28. The thoughtful leader of the group, Ambassador Chibuzo Okereke, said that research has shown that young girls, especially in the third world, are still shy of their menstrual cycle, which is a natural fact of life.
We have discovered by a lot of research and global rating, a lot of young girls, especially in the third world countries, are still shy and not bold about their menstrual cycle. And that a lot of people do not understand that menstruation is a natural part of life. And what we are doing is to bring awareness, to educate people on how to keep their menstrual hygiene cycle, and also to be bold as a woman. This is a natural part of your life, and nobody should discriminate against you because of menstruation. So that is why we are commemorating this significantly as part of our community development project at the Center LSD Set 18 Group 2 task. Yeah.
The leader of the group, Ms. Foluke Olajide, said that they decided on menstrual hygiene because most women go through a 3 to 5 days menstrual cycle where they bleed.
The reason why we decided to choose this topic is because a lot of young girls are not comfortable when they are in their menstrual cycle. They feel so much discomfort, they hide. Some of them actually don't come to school because they feel they are dirty. Some cannot even afford to get a sanitary pad, so they might have to use old wrappers at home. So this is an awareness program that it is normal for you to have your period, to bleed once a month. And while you are doing that, you should also be clean. You should take care of your bodies. So if they take good care of their bodies, they'll be able to go back to school. Even while they're on their period, they won't smell and they won't feel any form of discomfort.
The director, Prime Diamond Initiative for Community Health, Ms. Chinasa Onukebe, said that there was a gap that needed to be bridged as far as menstrual hygiene was concerned. She said it was a topic people do not ordinarily talk about, as a lot of cultures in Africa particularly do not really talk about female body parts.
I think I dabbled into menstrual hygiene and sexual health education because I felt there was a big gap in the system, because I started with advocacy on maternal mortality, maternal and child mortality, and then I discovered that there were lots of questions coming around menstrual hygiene, sexual health education, and like nobody was talking about it. I said to go into it, do my own research, and then I went as one of my thematic focus in advocating for menstrual hygiene, because it's a topic that nobody talks about. People don't talk about body parts, especially female body parts. Children don't know what they do and their functions. So what I usually do is just go and teach them of the menstrual cycle, menstrual hygiene, sexual health education, so they can know more about the parts and they can be more careful. And then obviously we're still trying to make the products more accessible, which is the main fact of the whole education. After we educate, what next they do? So do they have access to the products? No. So we do this education and then we distribute parts, and somewhere along the line for about 3 years we are producing our own parts, but the challenges of the government partnering with us wasn't there, so factory closed.
Some of the students who spoke to the News Agency of Nigeria said that they had learned new things and were more confident to talk about menstrual hygiene. Favor Agu, a JSS 3C student, said that she had learned how to take care of herself during menstruation and the hygienic products to use.
What I've learned so far today is how to take care of ourselves during menstruation and the hygienic product that we should use while taking care of ourselves. As a girl child, we should be proud of our period. We should be proud and we should not be ashamed, because that is what makes us special from others. as a girl we should take care of ourselves during period to avoid infection, because girls are open than boys. Then they have learned so far the products that we use while taking care of ourselves for hygienic product. Pad, the period pipe and others. Those things help us to take care of ourselves during hygiene and prevent us from infection. And during our period, we should avoid avoid contact with boys, female, with males sometimes. That is all I have learned today.
Another JSS2E student, Nlami Abdullahi, had this to say.
I've learned that when we are doing our menses, when we are doing our women menses, we are supposed to keep ourselves, and we are supposed to maintain ourselves and use the pad for the blood not staining our clothes and all that.